What up, reader fam? Today I'm going to be sharing with you the books that I plan to read in the month of October. I know that I already did a fall reads video where I talked about the books that I wanted to read during the fall time, but I wanted to make a specific video for my October TBR because I want to read some spooky books this month. So spooky, the spookiest! This first part of the video is paid promotion with Disney Hyperion, and this first book doesn't necessarily fit in with the spooky vibe that I'm going for this month, but I still really want to read this book, and that is Magnus Chase and the Gods of Asgard, Book 3, The Ship of the Dead. I don't have this book yet because it comes out October 3rd, but you can bet your bottom dollar that this reader will be in the store picking up a shiny brand new copy of this book on the day of release. Also, this is our Booksplosion book of the month for the month of November, so I'm just getting a little bit of a head start. This trilogy is my favorite of Rick Riordan's. I know it isn't completed yet, so I can't technically say that, but I've read the first two books and I loved them. I loved them more than the Percy Jackson series, and I know that those are fighting words. Don't come for me in the comments. No hate towards Percy, because I love that series too. I'm just saying, Magnus Chase is where it's at for me. It's my cup of tea. To give you an idea as to what this series is about, basically we follow this guy named Magnus Chase, and he was originally homeless, and then one day he finds out that his dad is a freaking Norse god, and that changes things a little bit. That's a lie, it changes things a whole freaking lot. So he gets thrown into this whole new world and he must find his place in all of the madness. This trilogy just has everything a good Rick Riordan book has. It's got amazing characters, ridiculous humor, and a whole lot of adventure. This read is going to be rather bittersweet though, because this is the trilogy coming to a close, and I don't want this series to end. I would like for Rick to just release news tomorrow that he's going to add like 3 more books to the series. Pretty please, Uncle Rick! Make my dreams come true! The next book that I want to read this month is We Were Villains by M.L. Rio. This is a book that I actually saw on a Bookstagram account, and that account is Reagan Reads, which if you have an Instagram account, you should go follow him. He's got a lot of amazing pictures. Go check him out. But I saw him do an unboxing on his Insta story for this book, and I saw the cover and I was like, I need that in my life. Then I heard the story concept and I was like, sold. Next thing I knew, this book had arrived on my doorstep. So at the beginning of this story, we meet this guy named Oliver who is just completing his 10-year service in jail for committing murder. Though it's actually unclear if he did or did not commit this crime. So from there, we jump back 10 years to Oliver's past to see if he actually committed this murder. The interesting thing is that the murder takes place around the same time of this production that's happening that Oliver's involved in about a murder. So it's like the roles that everybody was taking on in the play starts to seep into real life, and an actual murder goes down. So yes, I am quite intrigued by this book. I need to find out what the heck happens. Next up, I've got 2 books by the same author, and they're both middle grade books, and they're both giving off some super spooky vibes, so I had to pick them up and read them this month. First up is Hoodoo by Ronald L. Smith. Look at this cover, it is goals! So this story follows this boy named Hoodoo Hatcher who was born into this family who practices folk magic. The only thing is that Hoodoo himself is terrible at magic. He just hasn't grasped the concept fully yet. So then one day this stranger comes to town and he's causing all sorts of bad things to happen. I'm unsure as to why that is yet, but obviously I will find out when I read the book. And it ends up that Hoodoo is going to be the only person who can take on this stranger that has come into town and is stirring things up. So I guess Hoodoo better get to practicing some magic skills, because boy's gonna need it to take on this stranger. Then by the same author, I have the book The Mesmerist. This story follows a girl by the name of Jess who is the Mesmerist, which essentially gives her the ability to talk to the dead. One day she learns that London is under attack by ghouls, monsters, and spirit summoners. So she's gotta figure out how the heck she's gonna save London. Both of these books just sound epic, and I need to read them pronto. So that's what I'm gonna do. And the last thing that I have on my reading list this month is the Tokyo Ghoul manga series. I've already read volumes 1 through 6 in this series, so I just need to read 7 through 14 and I will have completed this series, and I love this series so much. It's so good. I just said series so many times. Series. This story is about this boy who's just living his day-to-day life, minding his own business, going to school, being a boss, and then everything changes when he's attacked by a ghoul. In the midst of being attacked, the ghoul actually gets squashed by these steel beams. So both the ghoul and the boy are taken to the hospital, and the doctor doesn't realize that the girl he's operating on is a ghoul, but the doctor just really doesn't think he can do anything to save the girl, so he ends up taking the girl's organs and putting them in the boy, making him half human, half ghoul. This is considered to be a horror manga, but I really don't find it that terrifying. I'm not sure why that is, because it can be kind of terrifying when you really think about it, because there are several scenes throughout this series where there are ghouls attacking humans in gory detail, but it's just not that scary to me for some reason. This is a series that I just quickly became attached to. Like, I finished reading the first volume and I was like, holy crap, I love these characters so much. That doesn't always happen with manga for me either. Sometimes it can take a few volumes to really get attached to the characters, characters, but the second I finished this, I was like, I love these characters so much. This series is just one that got me right off the bat. So those are all the books that I'm hoping to read in the month of October. That's all, folks. Who the heck am I? Am I Bugs Bunny up in here or something? You guys should let me know down below in the comments if you have read any of the books that I mentioned in today's video, but also let me know down below some of the books that you are planning to read in the month of October. If you like this video, be sure to give it a big thumbs up. I post videos frequently on this channel, so if you want to be notified as to when I post new videos, be sure to go and hit subscribe, or go and click the little bell icon and you'll be notified as to when I post new videos. Thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you soon with a new video. Bye, chew.